afternoon. Well, we certainly are proving today we are a Wagner family. As a trustee, I had many occasions to work with Tom and see Tom Carroll, the professional. I saw firsthand his determined drive to make this building a reality. Foundation Hall was a big part of our Buildings and Grounds Committee meetings. I understood, as did the other members of that committee, the hurdles and the labyrinth of things that needed to be dealt with, agencies to get through, paperwork to be filed. Tom was not to be deterred. You've heard from other speakers about Tom the professor, Tom the VP. But my most fond memory of Tom has nothing to do with Wagner College. You know I'm a crier and you're happy to do this. All right. My husband said, speak clearly and don't cry. All right. My most fond memory of Tom takes place away from the campus. Please indulge me while I take you back in time to what I mistakenly thought was my first meeting with Tom Carroll, my first introduction. Shortly after Tom came to work at Wagner, Tom and Cheryl attended a reception at Spiro Sports Center for, believe it or not, our basketball's tremendous winning season. Some of you have been around long enough to remember those days. Hopefully we will see them again soon. My husband and I were standing there and we saw this young couple and we went over, they were by themselves, and we introduced ourselves. And we did what you usually do to try and put someone at ease. Hey, we're so-and-so. Where are you from? Are you native Staten Islanders? And Cheryl and Tom perked up and they said, no, we're from the Jersey Shore. And as you saw all those pictures, the shore was a great part of Tom's life. He loved it. The shore, we belonged to a beach club at the shore, a little town you've probably never heard of, Allenhurst. Well, both Tom and Cheryl started to laugh. They belonged to the exact same beach club. And as the speakers for this celebration reception began, we drifted apart. Going over the bridge back to Jersey that night, my husband and I both had a light bulb moment. We realized that the young couple we had been speaking to had been sitting next to us for the last few years. But as you know, seeing people dressed this way is different than seeing us in our bathing suits. One of the things that we noticed the most was how devoted Tom was to his family. That impressed us so much. He loved the ocean. He was always in the water with Becky or Erin, whether it was riding the waves or taking a swim, splashing around in the saltwater pool. And Cheryl was not far behind, trying to camouflage her watchful eye with a book. I think you carried the same book maybe all summer, I'm not sure. But she wasn't letting them out of her sight. It was true devotion. Tom was a true gentleman too. You've heard that from others, you'll hear it again. But to me, trying to be a lady, Tom never brought up to me that he would see me at the end of a long summer day after swimming in the ocean. I would pass by on my way to the locker, the girls would be up by the pool with Tom, and there I would be, dripping wet hair, bathing suit, no makeup, and never once did he remind me of that when he saw me on campus. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, is a true gentleman. Tom's face always lit up when he spoke of the shore, and it absolutely glowed with pride when he spoke of Erin and Becky, and the love of his life, Cheryl. He will be missed, but not forgotten.